Alright guys, so let's get into it. I have my meat here. I just basically have some chicken backs, which are ideal for pilau. If you know, you know. And I also have some chicken drums that I have cut up as well. But you use whatever meat that you like. Make sure you wash and clean your meat. And then let's get on to seasoning. So I have some onions and some garlic that I cut up. And I'm just going to add that there. And I'm also going to add some onion powder as well as garlic powder. Clearly, I love onion and garlic, right? And then I'm adding some of my favorite green seasoning besides my own, that is. And I'm going to add a generous amount of that to my chicken. And then you want to mix up everything. Y'all know the drill, you know. Make sure every nook and cranny of each piece of chicken is coated in that seasoning. And then you're going to let it marinate for however long you could let it marinate for. The longer the better, of course. But it depends on how much time you have and how hungry you is, right? Alright, so you want to get your pot nice and hot, and then you want to add your sugar of choice. It's always best to use brown sugar. As you're going to see later on, I'm going to use both. But yeah, and the sugar is going to start melting. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my spoon and move the sugar around because I don't want one corner of the pot. As you can see, the sugar start melting at one corner faster, and I don't want that sugar on that side to start getting bitter. So I'm just going to move the sugar around just to make sure that it melts evenly. And you want to do this until the sugar starts really frothing up. As you guys can see, it's going to really get frothy. And at that point is when you want to get ready to go ahead and add your meat to the pot. And it's going to look like your house is about to catch on fire, but that's fine. Just add your meat and give it a stir. Make sure all the meat is coated with your browning. And the chicken is going to release its own liquid, so you just want to cover that and let that simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then while that's doing that, go ahead and wash your rice. And you want to wash your rice a couple times to remove the starch until the water starts running clear. So you're just going to go ahead and wash your rice until the water is no longer cloudy, as you can see it is here. Alright, so the rice water is no longer cloudy, as you see, so we good to go. Rice nice and clean. So time to go ahead and add our rice to our chicken that's been cooking for just about 15 minutes. I'm just going to add a bit of ketchup to the chicken though. The ketchup is going to give it that nice color that we want our rice to be nice and brown. And the ketchup is going to balance the sugar, so you want to add some ketchup in there. For additional flavor, I'm gonna add one chicken Maggi cube in there just to give it that extra flavor. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my rice. Now, Pelau is a Trinbagonian classic. It is their national dish. Um, Being Grenadian, we happen to share a love for Pelau just as well. So I'm showing you guys how I make it. Sometimes I add mixed vegetables, sometimes I add corn. It's up to you and what sides you're serving it with. But today we're just keeping it simple. And here what you want to do. You see that same bowl or whatever that you had your meat with all that seasoning in. You want to rinse it out and pour it in there. And then you're going to add your salt to taste. And of course, taste your pot. And the liquid that you add should be just about an inch to 1.5 inches above your rice. As you can see, I did not put a whole lot of liquid because you do not want your rice to be too soft. And you go ahead and you taste to your liking. And I needed more salt, so I am going to add some more salt. Every time I do this here, my rice comes out perfect. So you want to cover with either parchment paper, foil, whatever you had. I didn't have foil, so I'm using parchment paper. And you're going to put your lid on, seal it shut, and don't touch your rice till about half an hour. Then you check it to see if all the liquid has evaporated, and then you're good. Leave it alone, medium to low heat. And after 25 to 30 minutes, go ahead and check, and you see it was perfect. It was done. And there you have your pilau. You guys see how quick and easy this was? This literally takes like half an hour to make. Quick, easy one-pot meal that is so delicious. You guys take a look at this rice right here. This was so delicious. The rice was cooked perfectly. If you like your rice a little softer, I would say add about 2 inches of water above your rice so that it makes it a little softer. But this is how I like the texture of my rice to be. And you guys, this is perfect. I served it with some potato salad and some cabbage and carrots, and this was perfect. Amazing lunch. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you lovely people in my next video. Later.